Good evening to all of you. Chapter number 7 in SPCC. Subject SPCC, not OC. SPCC, 7th chapter. Now, after completion of this chapter, we have completed in SP only 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th and 7th. Today we are going to complete. Just in 40 minutes, we are going to complete this chapter. That's why I have already written in advance. All matters of this chapter I have written in advance on the board in order to complete this chapter just in this 40 minutes. Chapter name is Dissolution of the Company. Dissolution means winding up of the company. Winding up of the company. What is the meaning of winding up of the company? It is the process of bringing to an end the life of the company. जब कंपनी का जो जीवन है वो समाप्त हो जाए, खत्म हो जाए, कंपनी बंद हो जाए, इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज कंपनी बंद हो जाए, then it is called winding up of the company. But technically it is known as, it is the process of bringing to an end the life of the company. Or it is in other words, it is the process of bringing to an end the legal personality of the company, because company is an artificial person. So when its legal personality comes to an end, then that is called winding up of the company. So winding up of the company is the process to bringing to an end the legal personality of the company, or another method, another definition. The process of winding up means it is bringing to an end the legal entity. जो कंपनी का जो अस्तित्व है, जो लॉ ने उसको जन्म दिया है, it is created by law. So when the legal entity of the company comes to an end, then it is called winding up of the company. So anyway you can write the meaning of winding up of the company. It is the process, one line definition, it is the process of bringing to an end the life of the company, or it is the process of bringing to an end the legal personality of the company, or it is the process of bringing to an end, instead of legal personality you can write legal entity of the company. And when company goes into liquidation, जब कंपनी बंद हो जाती है, then its properties are administered for the benefit of its members and creditors. Technically, this sentence is written technically, but what is the meaning? When company goes into liquidation means when company wind up, जब कंपनी बंद हो जाती है, in that case all assets you have already done in accounts dissolution chapter. But that is partnership dissolution. Here we are talking about company's dissolution, but process is same. When company goes into liquidation, the assets, whether it is non-current asset or current asset, assets are disposed of. Company के सारे assets बेचे जाते हैं and converted into cash, and after that cash will be returned to its members, means shareholders, and to creditors. Creditors means debenture holder, supplier, bank, those who have given loan to the company, their money will be returned. First of all, third party liability will be paid, and then members means shareholders, equity shareholders, preference shareholders, their money will be paid back. So one line definition once again. It is the process of bringing to an end. It is the process means winding up. Winding up is the process of bringing to an end the life of the company, or the legal personality of the company, or legal entity of the company. And when company winds up, its properties are administered, means controlled, for the benefit of its members and creditors. For the benefit means their money will be paid back by selling the properties of the company, means by selling the assets of the company. Now second topic is modes of winding up. This second topic, modes of winding up, means how many methods are there to wind up the company. So total there are two methods. First one is compulsory winding up, second one is voluntary winding up. Compulsory winding up, voluntary winding up. Voluntary winding up has two parts. Either company can be wind up voluntarily by the members. Members we have already done chapter number 4. Who are members? Members are two types. One, who are subscribing to the memorandum of association, means they are also considered as member without purchasing share, and the person who purchased share, they are also members. So voluntary winding up has two parts. Voluntary winding up of the company by members. सेकेंड वन इज वॉलंटरी वाइंडिंग अप ऑफ द कंपनी बाय क्रेडिटर्स. क्रेडिटर्स मतलब जिन लोगों ने कंपनी को पैसे दे रखे, दे मे बी डिबेंचर होल्डर्स, दे मे बी बैंक, दे मे बी एनी अदर फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन, दे मे बी सप्लायर हु आर सेलिंग देयर रॉ मटेरियल्स, देयर गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट. So these are modes of winding up. So total there are two modes. For MC question, how many modes of winding up? Two. Name compulsory winding up, and second one is voluntary winding up. The first page number 159 is completed. This is page number 159. Meaning is given and modes of winding up is given. Meaning, once again, it is the process of bringing to an end the life of the company or the legal personality of the company or legal entity of the company. Once company goes into liquidation, means company winds up, then their properties are administered, means controlled by the liquidator. Who is the liquidator? Whenever company goes into liquidation, then one officer is appointed by the court. That person is called a liquidator. He has to dispose of all the assets under his control, and then he has to pay the creditors and the members. That officer who is controlling, who is administrating the liquidation process, that person, that officer is called liquidator. So its properties are administered means by liquidator for the benefit of its members and creditors. Benefits means their money will be returned back. Now page number 159, modes of winding up. Total there are two modes of winding up, two methods of winding up. One is compulsory winding up. Compulsory means, in simple one word I am writing here, by court. By court. By court. And voluntary winding up by members and by creditors. Now page number 160. Meaning of compulsory winding up of company. Compulsory winding up. So in one word I have written by court. So winding up of the company by the order of courts or tribunal. Court is also known as tribunal. 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 So whenever company wounds up by the order of court or tribunal is called compulsory winding up of the company. So whenever, in simple language, whenever court gives order to close down the business, to close down the company, that type of closure is called compulsory winding up of the company. जब कोर्ट ऑर्डर दे कंपनी बंद करने के लिए, then it is called compulsory. मतलब उस टाइम it is compulsory to wind up the company. Now what are the reasons for which court may give orders? ऐसे कौन कौन से कारण हो सकते हैं जिसके लिए कोर्ट ऑर्डर दे सकती है to wind up the company? These reasons are also known as grounds for compulsory winding up of the company. Next topic. What are the reasons for compulsory winding up of the company, or what are the reasons for which court may give order to wind up the company? So these points are, first one is company unable to pay its debts. Second is by special resolution. Third one is statutory meeting and report of company. Fourth one is reduction in numbers. Numbers means reduction in number of members. Reduction in number of members. And fifth point is, I have taken 5 points. Total 6 points are given. Any 4 points you can do, but here I have taken 5 points. Fifth point is just and equitable reasons. Then just and equitable reasons has also sub points. The total 5 points are there. First one is company unable to pay its debts by special resolution. Third one is statutory meeting and report of the company. Fourth one is reduction in number of members. And fifth one is just and equitable reasons. This is the second question or second topic on page number 160. Now what are the reasons? First one is company unable to pay its debts. Now explanation, simple explanation. Whenever any company is declared insolvent, unable to pay its debts means insolvent. So whenever company is declared insolvent, in general language, whenever company is unable to pay their debts, to pay their liabilities, जब वो अपने कर्जे नहीं चुका पाते, in that case court may give order to wind up of the company. In such situation, court may direct give instructions to wind up the company. But in this point, one more sub point is there. If company is financially very weak, they are not declared insolvent, but they are financially weak. If any company is financially weak, but they do not have any debts, उनके ऊपर कोई कर्ज नहीं है, वो फाइनेंशियली वीक जरूर है, बट दे डू नॉट हैव एनी डेट्स, इन दैट केस कोर्ट कैनॉट गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी. कोर्ट उसको ऑर्डर नहीं दे सकती है कंपनी बंद करने के लिए, भले वो कंपनी फाइनेंशियली कितनी भी वीक क्यों ना हो, बट इफ इट हैज नो लायबिलिटीज, इट हैज नो डेट्स, इन दैट केस कोर्ट मे नॉट गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप ऑफ द कंपनी. कोर्ट विल गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप ऑफ द कंपनी ओनली when company is not able to pay their debts, means they are insolvent. Second one is by special resolution, means for any reason, means in this case there is no need of any specific reason. For any reason, if members of the company or directors of the company wants to wind up the company, wants to close the company, then they have to conduct general meeting. In that general meeting they need to pass a special resolution for closing of the business, and after passing a special resolution, it means for closing of the business which type of resolution is needed? A special resolution. After passing a special resolution, copy of the same is to be submitted to the court, and then after verification, if court feels that it is compulsory to wind up the company, it is correct to wind up the company, in that case they may give order to winding up of the company. So for any reason or due to any reason, if any member director wants to close down the business, wants to wind up the company, then they have to conduct a general meeting. In that general meeting they need to pass a special resolution. After passing a special resolution, they need to submit a copy of a special resolution to the court. After verification, if court feels it justify, it means correct to close down the business, in that case court may give order to wind up of the company. Third one is statutory meeting and report of the company. According to provision of Companies Act 2013 or according to provision of Companies Act 1956 also, this provision is right from the Companies Act 1956, that whenever any company is established, they have to, after establishment, after getting certificate of incorporation, एवरी कंपनी हैज़ टू ऑब्टेन सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन. शायद आपने 11th में पढ़ा होगा कि कभी भी कोई पब्लिक कंपनी बनती है या प्राइवेट कंपनी बनती है, उनको इस्टेब्लिशमेंट के बाद सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन लेना पड़ता है फ्रॉम द रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनी. एंड आफ्टर गेटिंग सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन विदिन 9 months फ्रॉम द क्लोजर ऑफ फाइनेंशियल ईयर, जब कंपनी को सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है उस टाइम से 9 महीने के अंदर और फाइनेंशियल ईयर खत्म होने से पहले एक मीटिंग बुलानी पड़ती है शेयर होल्डर्स की. दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग, द वेरी फर्स्ट मीटिंग ऑफ द कंपनी आफ्टर एस्टैब्लिशमेंट. इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज, द वेरी फर्स्ट मीटिंग ऑफ द कंपनी आफ्टर एस्टैब्लिशमेंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग. और ये स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग कब बुलानी पड़ती है? आफ्टर गेटिंग सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन एंड विदिन 9 months फ्रॉम द क्लोजर ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल ईयर. आपका फाइनेंशियल ईयर खत्म होने से पहले 9 महीने के अंदर आपको मीटिंग करनी पड़ती है. इफ़ नाउ और सेकेंड मीटिंग हो जाए, उस मीटिंग की रिपोर्ट जो है तैयार करके रजिस्ट्रार के पास भेजनी पड़ती है, टू द रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनी. ये रूल है, दिस इज द प्रोविजन. कंपनी हैज़ टू स्टार्ट, कंपनी हैज़ टू कंडक्ट फर्स्ट मीटिंग ऑफ द कंपनी आफ्टर एस्टैब्लिशमेंट, एंड सेकेंड whatever discussion taking place, they have to prepare the report of those meeting and submit the report to the registrar of companies. This is the rule. Now if company does not conduct statutory meeting within the specified time period, such specified time period may changes time to time. जैसे अभी आपको बताया मैंने, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन मिल जाए, जिस दिन मिल जाए उस दिन से 9 महीने के अंदर और बिफोर कंप्लीशन ऑफ फाइनेंशियल ईयर. अगर ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि जनवरी में आप यू आर गेटिंग सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन और मार्च में क्लोजिंग है फाइनेंशियल ईयर का, तो आपको इसी 2 महीने के अंदर मीटिंग बुलानी पड़ेगी. या फिर आपको मिल रहा है अप्रैल में, यू आर गेटिंग सर्टिफिकेट इन अप्रैल, सो अप्रैल मई जून 9 month काउंट कर लो आप. अगर 9 महीने बनते हैं आपके पास, तो यू हैव टू कंडक्ट फर्स्ट मीटिंग. तो फर्स्ट मीटिंग जो भी डेट टाइम पीरियड है उसके हिसाब से कंपनी हैज़ टू कंडक्ट फर्स्ट मीटिंग ऑफ द कंपनी. इफ कंपनी इज नॉट कंडक्टिंग द स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग or if statutory meeting has conducted but not prepared report and submitting it to registrar of company, in that case shareholder or creditor can apply for winding up of the company. इस केस में कोई भी शेयर होल्डर कोर्ट में अप्लाई कर सकता है, बट व्हेन आफ्टर 14 डेज, आफ्टर 14 डेज, जो डेट थी मीटिंग की उस डेट के 14 दिन के बाद दे कैन अप्लाई फॉर वाइंडिंग अप ऑफ द कंपनी टू द कोर्ट. तो वेन एवर, वंस अगेन थर्ड पॉइंट, वेन एवर स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग, इट इज कंपल्सरी फॉर कंपनी टू कंडक्ट स्टैच्यूटरी मीटिंग and prepare report of the company and submit it to the registrar of company. If company does not follow these provisions, means they are not conducting meeting, or if meeting is conducted but report is not prepared and submitted to the registrar of company, then any person, any shareholder or contributor or creditor may apply for winding up of the company after 14 days from the date of meeting. Point number 4, reduction in number of members. Reduction in number of members. You have already studied number of times that minimum number of members in public company is 7. And in case of private company, minimum number of members should be 2. This is about minimum number of members. Public company में कम से कम 7 मेंबर होने चाहिए मिनिमम, और प्राइवेट में 2. मैक्सिमम तो आपको पता है, इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी देयर इज नो रेस्ट्रिक्शन, बट इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स शुड बी 200. मिनिमम 7 और 2 है. तो every company, in case of public company, the minimum number of members should be 7, and in case of private company, minimum number of members should be 2. If any time company goes below this limit, जो लिमिट है पब्लिक कंपनी की 7 मेंबर होने चाहिए, अगर उससे नीचे जाते हैं, या प्राइवेट कंपनी है उसमें 2 होने चाहिए मेंबर्स, अगर उससे नीचे जाते हैं मतलब एक ही मेंबर रह जाते हैं, in that case कोर्ट में गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप ऑफ द कंपनी. अगर कोर्ट को मालूम पड़ जाए कि ये जो पब्लिक कंपनी है वो 5 मेंबर या 6 मेंबर या 4 मेंबर से काम चला रहे हैं, होने कितने चाहिए 7, देन कोर्ट में गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी. इन सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी, अगर कोर्ट को ऐसा मालूम पड़ जाए कि प्राइवेट कंपनी में 2 मेंबर होने चाहिए लेकिन वो 1 मेंबर से काम चला रहे हैं, इन दैट केस कोर्ट में गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी. सेकेंड पॉइंट इन द सेम, फोर्थ पॉइंट, if company continues even with the minimum number of members, below the minimum number of members, मतलब फॉर एग्जाम्पल पब्लिक कंपनी में 7 मेंबर होने चाहिए लेकिन वो काम चला रहे हैं 6 मेंबर से, और ऐसा करते हुए दे हैड कंप्लीटेड 6 months, अगर 6 महीने पूरे हो जाते हैं, इफ दे हैव कंटिन्यूड द कंपनी विद बिलो द मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स एंड 6 months हैज पास्ड, in that case कोर्ट में गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी. नो डाउट कोर्ट तो ऑर्डर देगी बंद करने के लिए, बट एट द सेम टाइम एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स मेंबर्स जो ऑफिसर्स हैं, दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल पर्सनली फॉर ऑल डेब्ट्स अराइज. उन 6 महीने में जो भी लायबिलिटीज़ बढ़ती है कंपनी की, उस लायबिलिटीज़ को पे करने की जवाबदारी रिस्पॉन्सिबल ऑफिसर की होती है, जिसको ये मालूम रहना चाहिए कि 7 मेंबर होते हैं, उससे नीचे काम नहीं करने गए. तो जिस ऑफिसर के अंडर में ये काम आता है, फॉर एग्जांपल कंपनी सेक्रेटरी के अंडर में आता है उस केस में, और ऐसा ये छुपा के मतलब 5 मेंबर या 6 मेंबर से पब्लिक कंपनी चला रहे, 6 महीने हो जाए और कोर्ट को बाद में मालूम पड़े कि ऐसा इन्होंने किया है, इन दैट केस कोर्ट विल गिव ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी बंद करने को तो बोलेंगे ही बोलेंगे, और 6 महीने चुपचाप चलाया है कंपनी को इलीगली, इन दैट केस उस 6 महीने में जो लायबिलिटीज़ बढ़ जाती है कंपनी की, देन रिस्पॉन्सिबल ऑफिसर जिसका ये काम था संभालने का, उसको पनिशमेंट मिलती है, ही हैज़ टू पे द लायबिलिटी. तो रिडक्शन नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स कंप्लीटेड. फिफ्थ वन इज जस्ट एंड इक्विटेबल रीजंस, मतलब वेन एवर कोर्ट फील्स जस्ट एंड इक्विटेबल फेयर टू क्लोज डाउन द बिजनेस, देन दे मे गिव ऑर्डर टू क्लोज डाउन द बिजनेस. मतलब जस्ट एंड इक्विटेबल का मतलब है कोर्ट को अगर लगे, ऐसा कोर्ट को फीलिंग आए कि कंपनी का बंद होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, इन दैट केस ये 3-4 मेथड तो है ही, उसके अलावा अगर कोर्ट को ऐसा लगता है कि कंपनी बंद होनी चाहिए तो वो कंपनी को बंद करने का ऑर्डर देती है. जनरली ये सर्कमस्टांसेस होते हैं जिसमें कंपनी ऑर्डर देती है कंपनी बंद करने के लिए, कोर्ट ऑर्डर देती है. इफ़ देयर इज टोटल डेडलॉक एंड मैनेजमेंट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, टोटल डेडलॉक मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर स्ट्राइक हो जाए बिटवीन दी ऑनर्स, मीन्स कन्फ्लिक्ट्स अराइजेस बिटवीन दी ऑनर्स एंड वर्कर्स एंड दे आर नॉट कमिंग ऑन एनी पर्टिकुलर कॉम्प्रोमाइज, किसी भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज के लिए वो तैयार, दे आर नॉट रेडी टू कॉम्प्रोमाइज, conflicts arises, gap increases between the owners and workers, or it becomes very impossible to control the management. In that case, उस कंपनी को कोर्ट इज गिविंग ऑर्डर टू वाइंड अप, मीन्स कोर्ट इज गिविंग ऑर्डर इन सच सिचुएशन टू वाइंड अप द कंपनी. सेकेंड, द पर्पस फॉर विच द कंपनी हैज बीन एस्टैब्लिश्ड, जिस पर्पस के लिए कंपनी बनाई गई थी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ वन कंपनी इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन ऑर्डर टू प्रमोट स्पोर्ट्स को बढ़ावा देना है, एनकरेज करना है. वेरियस कंपनी, नॉट ऑल कंपनीज आर नॉट प्रोड्यूसिंग गुड्स, सभी कंपनी गुड्स का प्रोडक्शन नहीं करते. कंपनीज आर एस्टैब्लिश्ड फॉर डिफरेंट पर्पसेस, इन ऑर्डर टू प्रमोट रिलीजन ऑल्सो, इन ऑर्डर टू प्रमोट स्पोर्ट्स ऑल्सो. सो इफ कंपनी हैज एस्टैब्लिश्ड फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ प्रमोटिंग स्पोर्ट्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल फुटबॉल, but they are not fulfilling those purpose, in that case court may give order to wind up the company. Third point, if simple point, if company is making loss continuously for 3 years 4 years, they are facing loss, in that case company will order them to wind up the company. And fourth one is, if company was established in order to carry out fraudulent activities, in that case also court may give order to wind up the company. Next, this is important question. What are the grounds, what are the reason for compulsory winding up of the company? Any doubt you can ask. Then third topic is grounds for, short topic, then you can ask doubts. Grounds for voluntary winding up. Third one is grounds for voluntary winding up. Voluntary winding up, second part of this topic. Voluntary winding up means winding up of the company by its members or by its creditors by passing resolution. They may wind up the company. Now what are the reasons on which basis they can wind up the company? 3 points are there: duration, occurrence, special resolution. So far as special resolution is concerned, we have already done. Special resolution means for any reason, if member or directors wants to wind up of the company, then by passing special resolution in the general meeting, and after passing resolution, copy of the same is to be submitted to the court and requesting them to wind up the company. If court feels correct, court feels comfortable to wind up the company, then they will give order to wind up the company. Now what is duration and occurrence? Duration means if company is established for a particular time period, for example, if company is established for 20 years, then after the completion of 20 years company has to be wind up. उसको बंद करना ही पड़ेगा 20 साल पूरा गया. That is the other thing, that if they want to continue the business, again they have to follow the formalities. They have to apply the various documents to the registrar, then they may continue. But after the completion of 20 years, if company has established for 20 years, then after the completion of 20 years, that specified time period, then they need to wind up the company. Occurrence means events. In article of association, company always mentions some events, that if such type of things happening with our company, then in that case we will close down the company. Such means some events are always mentioned in the article of association, and on the occurrence of such events, company will be wound up. So this is the completion of chapter. After that, whatever questions are there, for example, procedure of voluntarily winding up of the company by members, then next topic is procedure of voluntary winding up of the company by creditors. So these topics are deleted. Only 3 topics are there. Page number 159, meaning of winding up the company, short question, modes of winding up of the company, compulsory, voluntary winding up. Third question is meaning of compulsory winding up and the reasons for which court may give orders. So 5 points are there. Company unable to pay its debts by special resolution, statutory meeting and reports of the company, reduction in number of members, just and equitable reasons. Fifth point is very important because it may be asked for 2 marks, just and equitable reasons. So under just and equitable reasons, you have to learn 4 points. There is total deadlock and management is not possible. the purpose of the company has lost, the company is making loss continuously, and if company is established in order to undertake, in order to carry out some fraudulent activities, some illegal activities, in that case court may give order to wind up the company. And third, last question, short question, 3 marks question, grounds for voluntary winding up means what are the reason because of which voluntary winding up means winding up of the company by members or by creditors. So when members or creditors may wind up the company, what are the reasons? The first one is duration, occurrence, special resolution. Once again, duration. If company is established for a particular time period, so on completion of that particular time period or specified time period, they need to wind up the company. Occurrence means in article of association, some events are mentioned. On happening of, on occurrence of such events, then company may be wound up. And special resolution, for any reason, if members or creditors wants to wind up the company, then they need to call meeting. In that meeting they need to pass a special resolution, then copy of the same is to be submitted to the court, and if court feels to wind up the company, they will give order to wind up the company. In this way, chapter number 7 is completed. Only one chapter, chapter number 5 is left. We will do after vacation.